Wow, guys, we're finally here. Okay, it is going to be a bit of a shaky video today. Unfortunately, I've not found the tripod since moving. But this is the big one. This is what we've all been waiting for. The £4,000 plus mystery box. So just a bit of a disclaimer. This was the person paid £2,000, just still a hell of a lot of money. But we were running a double up mystery box auction, which we don't usually do. As you guys will know, I do keep mostly the higher end species, not for any reason other than it just turns out that I have expensive taste. But as such, I'm not able to do things like double up and so on and so forth. So yeah, we set a limit of 2,000, and that limit was smashed within about, I don't know, 10 minutes, less than that, 5 minutes. So yeah, it was pretty mad. So anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. And what we're going to do is I'll show you the isopods, and then there's some extra little bits I'm going to be putting in today, just as hopefully a shout out to some of our friends that have helped us get here throughout the years. Okay, let's start off then. So the very first is Black Castle. Now, some of you do ask me, why don't I always put the genuses on the labels? One, because sometimes it doesn't look great, but secondly, the genuses change just so much that it's hard for me to put them on the labels. It's hard for me to even put them on the sites, really, because I don't like giving out wrong information. So whenever you get something from me, it will have a genus on the website, but please do some research and try and figure out the genus yourselves. Or ask me, and I'll try my best to answer. So first off, we've got some black castles. See if we can see these guys. Awesome, beautiful little pods, different coloured like bills or faces. So that's the first one. Next we have got Finfin Tiger. Finfin Tiger is very similar to orange and red tiger. Another beautifully stunning pod. We've got 10 of those. The black castles were pre-purchased. There's these Filipino Dillo Bonio Zebra, which is also pre-purchased. Not sure if you guys are going to be able to see these because they do not like to come out. There you go. Another beautiful looking pod. And again, this one was pre-purchased. And then the final ones for the pre-purchase ones are Big Blue. These have become very, very popular. Let's see if any are hiding out on top. Now, you can only really see that one, but I can assure you, it looks a bit more black on camera, but once you guys have got these in your hands, anybody will agree they are undoubtedly a bluish colour. Okay, moving on. Next we have got Troglodillo Persimmon. This is the US line. Now I did originally have these as sunsets because I thought that I thought the sunsets and persimmons were the same, but I have been educated into the fact that they're not. And it turns out that I've got something that other people don't really have in the UK, which is also pretty cool. Another absolutely beautiful pod, very, very similar to the Sunset Queens, but different species altogether. Next we have Amber Ducky Patternless. This is a selected out morph from Amber Duckies, and honestly one of my favourites, to be honest, in terms of orange colour. You can see that very small shifting colour from the front to the back. Another amazing pod. I'm going to try and run through these as quick as possible, guys, because I don't want this video to be too long. Next we have got Aldenia, or I don't know how to say that, grizzly bear. Awesome pods. They love to play dead. If anyone ever orders these off of my site, like, you will receive these and you'll be like, Josh, you sent me dead pods. I've not. They are the best at playing dead I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, just be warned, if you buy them, they do just kind of want to sit there. Okay, we'll leave these till last. Okay, next we have got Crabby, Cuberis Crabby, an absolute fan favourite. I mean, look at the absolute size of these. And they do get a hell of a lot bigger. These are young adults, I would say. So ready to reproduce, but certainly not as big as they can get. Okay, next we've got Cuberis Cherry Blossom. These are some younger ones. They do get more and more pink as they grow up. But you can see a few here. The camera not wanting to focus. We got 5 of those. And next we have got Happy Nun, another rare pod. Now obviously I did speak to the person that brought this box and tried my best to pick the pods that they will like. I do try and do that for any mystery box I do, because I don't do many mystery boxes. It's not something you'll find on the site very often, if ever. Something that people really have to come to me directly for. And it's not about adding loads of extra value for me. The mystery box is just that, a surprise with some added value if I possibly can. Okay, and this is one of the really special ones. This is Cuberis Darth Vader, originally in the UK for £350 for 5. A beautiful pod. You can see them down there. That's one of them. Let's see if there's any more hiding on top. They do like to hide away. Oh, you can see a face of one there. You know, that's cute as hell. So we've got 10 of those. So we've got a really good price on them on the site at the moment. Check that out. Okay, getting into the bits that everybody loves, the Ardentella. Starting off with quad colour. Have to be careful with these because they do like to run out, but quickly. Beautiful, beautiful pod. Oh, one's getting out, 2 seconds. And we're back. Okay, so quad colour being the first one. I might have to show you these through the thing because I don't want them getting out and getting hurt. So next we have the most special, I would say, because this is one that that almost definitely not many people have in the UK. Sorry, 2 seconds. My camera seems to be. Yep. So yeah, people don't have in the UK, and that's because this is something that I've selected out for a while now. It's unnamed for a few reasons. Now, it's unnamed because, one, the morph was really easy to select out, which means that it probably occurs in the wild. So I don't want to name something that's already been named. However, they are a beautiful colour. They come from Yellow Phoenix, and they are very, very peachy. There's a couple of names that I've been thinking for these guys. They are different colours, but hopefully you'll see some photos of these up on the site soon. They're not available right now, but keep an eye out for these. So this person is the first person to have these off me, the first customer to have these off me. So that's pretty exciting. Next we have Ardentella Lava. Pick some cool high red ones in there as well, which probably are hiding underneath the sticker. Then we have Scarlet / Pink Lemonade. So I've got 2 tubs. I've got a Scarlet tub and I've got a Pink Lemonade tub. Pink Lemonades I do not sell because I don't have them breeding true yet. So I just picked a few out of there. So really this is Scarlets, and I've charged, obviously the price is at the Scarlet price, not the Pink Lemonade price. Yeah, he's got 10 of those. Another beautiful pod. Okay, next, so another big boy. These are Ardentella bicolor. They get absolutely massive, and again, an absolutely beautiful pod. Now, I've had these for quite a while. Well, I say quite a while. I've had these for a couple of months. So fully stable for me. However, I did buy these as captive bred. However, as far as I can tell, they were only really discovered about a year ago. So I take that with a pinch of salt. So when they are listed on the site, which they're not currently, they will be CB/WC. And that's because I cannot guarantee if they were captive bred or wild caught originally. However, these have been breeding really well for me. So, you know, give it 6 months and pretty much all of them are going to be CB anyway. Okay, next we have Pastel Mix RYW. So I have 3 sets of pastels. 2 are available. That's the white pastel, which is the normal, the yellow pastel, and then the third one I have is red pastel, which I don't have available yet on the site, but I decided to put, I think, 1 or 2 in here. So I grabbed a few from each set, just to give the person some really cool colours and some potential to make some really nice, separate out some really nice morphs. Okay, guys, that is the £4,000 mystery box. Obviously, there's a lot of 10 counts. If we were doing, 5 counts, or if we were doing, lower end species, this box wouldn't be, we would have needed two free boxes probably. But yeah, I just want to say a massive thanks to Tom for doing this. I hope he loves it. What I'll also be doing is including some of these things for him. So these are from the live the other night, and I just thought that'd be a nice little thing for him to get home, take his pods out, and maybe set them up in here for some photos. So I've got a couple of those for him to take home with him. And then I've got a few things from my friends along the road. So we've got some dried apples from Tiny Trees. That's from Benny. And then we've got some food from our friends over at Bugs and Beyond. So Daphnia and algae wafers. We've got some bowls from our friend Dubia Pool. And then we've got some banana leaves and some other little bits from, again, Bugs and Beyond. And then we've got some bee pollen from our friend Chris at Pods and Spoons. So big thank you, guys. There is a load more bowls, but yeah, big thank you, guys. I wouldn't be here without you. Big thanks to Anthony at OnlyPods. Big thanks to Ben, Tiny Trees. Thanks to Fran. Thanks to there's so I mean, oh God, the list it would just be endless. There's so many people in this hobby that I would love to say thanks to. All great sellers, and I'm sure you'll meet them along the way. But most importantly, I wouldn't be here without you guys, which are the people that are coming to the site and buying things. Keep an eye on the site. There's going to be some new things coming up. We're also going to be hopefully launching a new initiative, which is where you'll get a 5 or a 10 count of some cheaper species, which the idea will be that you give those to a friend and get them into the hobby, because it is something that is absolutely amazing. Go to an old people's home, set up a terrarium for them. Go to a school, set up a terrarium for them. Show them how cool these beautiful little pods are. But that'll be it, guys. Oh, sorry, no, it's not. The most important part, Josh. Naughty, naughty, naughty. So I asked the customer some of their what they like. So I was told their girlfriend likes the gym. So I've got this gym ducky. And then the customer actually brought it. Now, his favourite thing is Merlin. Now, unfortunately, I don't know why, but I cannot for the life of me find any Merlin duckies out there. So hopefully this will do and it's not sacrilege. But I've got him a Gandalf the Grey ducky to go with his order. And of course, I'll chuck in a bunch of Haribos. So yeah, again, guys, thank you so much. I hope to see you in the next one. I might start doing some of these packing videos, probably not on YouTube, but maybe like the shorts, or I might put it on TikTok or something like that once we get the rest of the pod room finished. And there will be a pod room tour coming up, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, all the best, guys. See you later.